What's good, superstars? Back with another Vivi video. How's it going, Rob?
Not my best day today, man.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I'm not even in the mood to fight. Not even in the mood to fight right now.
We have a lot to talk about, guys. If you are new here, do not forget, smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. Cover your
Poke
eyes.
some eyes.
Rob is poking those eyeballs out right now, but hit the bell notification. You know, whenever we talk about hot button topics like this one, this was not our video idea for the day, but like 2 hours before we're dropping this, got some pretty big news that dropped on the interwebs, and we're going to get right into it. I'm sure you guys want to hear about that. You can also become a VIP, $2.99 a month. Get a star next to your name. Get access to all of our crazy cool spreadsheets, access into giveaways, first dibs on merch, advertisements. Actually, we have an advertisement today. It's Rami G. I just got to find it. I took a picture of it. But anyways, on top of that, we got to thank all of you guys who are already VIPs. Shout out to all of you. Thank you guys for continuing to support us. Rami had a Mickey lenticular number 55. I think he's got the lowest double digit in the store. I think it's like 200 or something like that. I got to find out what it was, but yeah, here it is. So selling 55 mint Mickey Mouse lenticular, second lowest mint on the market for 1K. So 55 mint, and these are lenticulars, FEs. I don't know if you can read that, but shout out to Rami G for being a VIP. You can see the star next to his name. One of the perks that you get is that we will shout it out for you. By number 55, that's a double digit. It's the same number both times, 55. So
yeah, we have another one too.
Okay.
From Alex Brankner. I'll just pull it up very, very quickly here. Becky 0246 taking off, or spread the good word if you can. So if you're interested in a Becky, you can hit us up and we'll pass the message on over to Alex. Let us know, and we will go from there.
Perfect. So we also have our Twitter, our Instagram, and our TikTok. On Twitter, you will find our Vivi profile if you want to follow us there. And we have a Discord. Discord is popping. I've been talking to everybody on Discord lately. I'm really enjoying the community over there. So thank you guys who joined the Discord. A lot of new people have been there. And we have a P.O. box in the description. We've got a bunch of cool things. Hall of Famers are formed whenever you send us some artwork, some bracelets, things like that. That is what the P.O. box is for, just so we can get to know a little bit more about you guys.
Man, we got so much to talk about.
Actually. There's a lot to talk about.
Man.
The first things we're going to talk about is
let's do some daily news to cheer me
the
up.
Vivi news. Let's bring it up. We're actually like a little bit shocked. But anyways, happy Diwali to all of you celebrating Diwali today. I'm hearing the fireworks in the background.
Fireworks going off right now.
You probably hear them.
Yeah.
But here you go. Even Vivi is shouting it out. So everybody, hope you have a great day. This one here, Superstar Money intro, maybe not as energetic. We weren't as energetic as we should have been today, but for good reason. But look at this. Have you seen this?
I saw it. It's so sick. I love this animation. This guy just goes with a straight up just hook right to the face.
He doesn't even block. They call it a boxer blocker.
He even does like the charge up, like the shift in the shift over, just the wind up, knock him right out. I'm surprised the guy didn't fall over right there.
He was distracted, but we got to get this. We got to get this. I don't care what it does.
He knocked him right on the backside too. That's a deadly spot. It wasn't even like on the chin. It was right on that back nerve.
He held up. It also looks like he's got some Air Forces on. Kind of cool shoes going on. So pretty cool collectible. We will definitely be going for one of these. 50
I love
gems,
that collectible.
666. I think it's one of the coolest ones so far.
So
I wanted to show that off. The other thing, this drop was today. I missed it. I wanted to go for it actually, but I missed it. I got a call at work, but I don't know, Rob, what did you do?
I already said I wasn't gonna go for it. I actually don't know. Did it go into listed? Did you check?
I don't know if it eventually did. Initially, it didn't though. There was a good flipping opportunity. Right now, we're sitting at 45. So you're right there.
Right there. I remember we talked about this. How because of comparing to other art on the app, the very scarce, I think it was 666 mint number that you most likely had a safe drop that would go around the listed, and it'll probably, and you're worried about this trend under, and gems are hard to find right now, so I stay out of it. It looks like it's the right decision unless it pumps that decon, but at least over time, this is the first drop. If you flip it
right away, you're okay. I guess it depends if you get it delivered too. That's important, because if you don't get it delivered right away. The other thing, a lot of speculation about the bots being back on this one. So, I mean, we know that MCP is going to help with the bot situation. But maybe in the meantime, Vivi's got to kind of figure out those mint size. Maybe the super limited mints aren't the right way to go until you do have that MCP implemented just because you give that opportunity to like. I'm sure they have an idea how many bots run on every drop or whatever, however the important the drops are. So just make sure that you have those bots covered, even if they're going to win them. At least give a chance to the real users. And if it means having a little bit higher mint sizes just because you're giving that opportunity to your real users, when MCP comes, maybe we go back to like the super limited drops.
Yeah, I'm really excited for MCP. Just another layer of defense against the bots and to just squash the bot FUD once and for all. Yeah. MCP is going to be the ultimate killer, I think. You got KYC, MCP. You put all these things together and you just slowly start screening them out. So it can't come sooner, I think.
The ultimate killer. I don't know if we already had that happen, but
that's right. That's true, actually. That's later. Yeah, that's later in this video.
We have the Marvel Zombies issues 1 to 5 coming out. These are cool. Like, I don't know if you had a chance to look at them. These are cool. You've got the first one is like Spider-Man themed. So you have the AF-15 as the common. Then you have, this is Spider-Man 1, if you remember that Todd McFarlane cover.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool.
Looks like I think
you
this
could tell.
50 ASM 50 or something like that.
Oh wow, interesting.
This one's got like a Hulk in the background, it looks like, and then nice. I don't know which covers these resemble, but it's cool that I'm seeing familiar comics.
Yeah, it's resembling those.
Captain America.
Yeah,
you got nice. Wolverine. This one's cool. Bunch of Wolverines. Cool. Then you got Thor in the secret rare.
Right.
Doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason as to why the characters change on the covers. This guy, you got Daredevil over here, and here you got, I don't know, it looks like a bunch of the Avengers maybe. I can't tell.
The zombies, we had superstar Ian Barnes, superstar comic book consultant Ian Barnes. He called, or he answered our call when we asked if any of our consultants could let us know about the zombies. He said that the zombies are not that popular in actual physical world. However, he loves the art and he's going to still go for it. So we had OBD, superstar OBD, yesterday's guest, say the exact same thing. He loves the art. He's going to go for it just because he loves the art. It's only 7 gems.
Yeah.
But that physical world value, it seems like that popularity isn't quite there in the actual physical world.
I think if we did have any kind of comics in showroom, you'd start to see a lot of, maybe not a lot, but some separation from real world value. Like right now, all people are going off of is real world value versus what is going for in the app. And people be like, okay, this is a really cool one in real world, so it should be more expensive in here. But then if you're looking at some of these books that have really cool covers, and then you're going to be able to display them, once people see how people display them, and there's some certain covers, I think they even have some that link together. So if you get covers, they like make a bigger piece. Like those might be more sought after than they would be in the real world, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Especially around Halloween time, if you can actually, Vivi versus World, you can visit each other's showroom. People want to pump this at this time of the year so they can decorate. No different than how people decorate their houses here. Actual, at Halloween.
That one's really cool. I really want one of these. The zombie AF-15.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to our Twitter. Again, you mentioned we had OBD on or ODB on yesterday. I keep changing his name up on him. But he has a fantastic channel. Make sure you go check him out. Watch our video from yesterday. Learn a little bit about him. Cole Leone. Brandon Cole posted this to David Yu. He said he's going to go to the future to Toronto Comic-Con, and he sends off his DeLorean. And
see you there.
I quoted it. I said, in Toronto, we don't need roads.
That's it.
Kinda given the vibes from the DeLorean. And he did it over like a little creek. Really, really cool. Hopefully the team gets to see that one. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, very nice.
We also, again, we wished happy Diwali to everybody celebrating. FanBam's looking for people who are looking for roommates. I guess people reached out to her trying to find people for Decon. If you're looking for a roommate, reach out to her and she'll try to organize for you. This was when I figured out that we had the animated punch.
Sick.
So I said, I can't believe it's animated. Wow.
At first we were saying you're going to take the right. I'm going to take the left. I don't know if I want to take the left anymore. I'm just I'm in a loop of getting punched in the face. I mean, at least let me punch back if I got to take that. It's not even a fight.
Or at least give him a block and a counter or something, But
you know what? We should have mimicked that actually next video. You do the swing up like this, do the little side.
I wonder if you get more than one of them. If you can like place it in a way that it looks like you're punching the other, like you put them the other way and it looks like they're punching each other or something.
I was thinking that, or even could you like replace that guy and just get soft in the face by a skeleton?
Or on AR, yeah, that'd be sick. AR, if you ever get to use AR again.
If you use AR again, yeah.
Shout out to Superstar Audi, longtime subscriber, longtime supporter.
Let's go. Look at this.
100 full sets. That's a huge milestone. Congratulations on doing that. We love to see when superstars hit their milestones. So if you guys hit their milestones, let us know, and we'll give you a shout out for sure.
And by the way, Superstar Audi, he has been a supporter for a very, very long time. I love seeing superstars winning like him. Huge shout out. Full sets. What an accomplishment. 100 sets. This
Great.
man is all in on Vivi. Congratulations again.
He's ready for MCP.
He's ready.
McFarlane Toys. We talked about a little bit about this project that's coming soon. I mean, I think it's the 27th. You're going to learn about it, but they put another teaser video out. You see some of the collectibles that McFarlane has. You see the Spawn. You see a bunch of these dragons and stuff. So we're really curious to see what they are coming out with. Polygon, Rareable. Watch the space for exciting stuff. What's the exciting stuff I need to know about it? McFarlane, obviously, we have the Todd as the first collectible on Vivi, so we have interest in seeing what McFarlane comes out with their own product.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to be, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not as interested in this one specifically because it will be just isolated on McFarlane. And I know he has tons of amazing things, but ultimately I prefer the Disney Marvel IP. So I'll keep watching this. Let's see where it goes. But
I'm curious to see if they give a put. The reason I'm curious is because I think that they're going to be able to pull off some great quality. And if they're able to do that, it might give a little bit of a push to Vivi to say, like, look, these guys are putting out stuff that is like super detail oriented. And if people start to look in that direction, it might force Vivi's hand in making sure that we don't get any more Electras, we don't get any more Thors with no eyeballs, like that type of stuff. It's going to make their quality control maybe be a little bit more important. So I think that's the good thing about seeing another big IP. McFarlane, obviously huge in the comic world. So
yeah, polygon based as well, which is really good. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so that is that. Now, Rob, we saw a tweet from Bankless. This is where I first saw it. Apple just updated their App Store terms. You can sell NFTs in your app as long as the NFTs don't unlock features.
We gotta go through this because
let's go through it. I asked just for the record. I replied to it and I asked David and Dan. I said, "Does this change anything for Vivi? Can we kill the FUD before it starts?"
I don't know how we're gonna kill the FUD.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know how we're gonna kill the FUD. Okay, let's just break this down right now because we just learned about this and we heard rumblings about this, but it looks like Apple has clarified. They've given more information. So it's 3.11 in-app purchases. This would be their terms and agreements, whatever it is, 3.11. So here are some of the quotes. This is Apple Insider. Apps may not use their own mechanisms to unlock content or functionality such as license keys, augmented reality markers, QR codes, cryptocurrencies, and crypto wallets. I'm just going to keep reading to get through all of this, okay? Apps may use in-app purchase to sell services related to non-fungible tokens, NFTs, such as minting, listing, and transferring. Apps may allow users to view their NFTs, provided that NFT ownership does not unlock features or functionality within the app. Apps may allow users to browse NFT collections owned by others, provided that the apps may not include buttons, external links, or other calls to action that direct customers to purchasing mechanisms other than in-app purchases. And then to finish it off, exchanges. Apps may facilitate transactions or transmissions of cryptocurrency on an approved exchange, provided they are offered only in countries or regions where the app has appropriate licensing and permissions to provide cryptocurrency exchange. So, Joe, I hope we're wrong here.
That first one's a killer.
If I understand this correctly, it says that apps may not use their own mechanism to unlock content or functionality such as license keys, augmented reality markers. Literally, that is Vivi, right? Like right now, we know all of our Vivi collectibles are on Immutable X. We know they all have their own identifiers. We know that
augmented reality marker is an image or object that can be recognized by an AR-enabled mobile app and is used to trigger augmented reality features. When it comes to DIY project, marker should be placed on flat surfaces as bumpy, irregular, round surfaces, deform marker images. Guys, this is like verbatim what Vivi is. It is an AR marker thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if we're not reading this correctly, but
I think we are because, and then here's another thing too. Can Vivi hide behind the fact that they're a digital collectible? I don't think so, because right now, all of our stuff is on Immutable X, meaning every one of our Vivi call it what you want, user or username or email. It's linked to some public wallet that you could find on Immutable X, which is why OBD or ODB can find all this information. So if you click anybody's wallet, you can see the transaction and then you can see the token ID. Like this is an NFT. Like Vivi has NFTs on their app, and the app enables that NFT to give you additional functionality such as AR capabilities or AR markers. That's more the term that they used. I think that this could be massive news. What is going on? Like we need Vivi to clarify this right away, because that is the only utility that's on this app.
So what are you gonna do? Take away the AR feature and then you just hold them and you can look at them? Like
yes.
Then what? Then what?
I think at this point, like you cannot leave the Apple Store. It's part of growth.
You're not allowed to use any other features. You can't. What about the Viviverse? No Viviverse? Like what does that mean? That's a feature, is it not?
Oh my God. How is the Viviverse going to be accessible? I guess it's at least they have, thankfully, the saving grace is we got a web platform. So at least we can access Vivi through the web platform, but I don't think it has AR functionality.
No, but how do you, even if, I guess if you were on your phone, on your website or whatever, but how would you use AR? You're on your computer looking on the web app. I mean, you're not even allowed to point people to the web app, even in an indirect route, it says in that comments, right? So, I mean, you really hope that Vivi's had these conversations with Apple. I mean, we've heard rumblings that they might have been in talks or had some kind of conversations with Apple in the background. That I'm hoping that means Legal Dave and the rest of that team over there have been putting the package together so that it abides by all Apple's terms. They've maybe passed it by Apple's lawyers, make sure that they're in the good books. But it'll be really, really nice, like you mentioned, to hear something from the team to say, look, we're good. Don't worry about it. Because if they pull AR or they pull the web app, or they pull the Viviverse, or they pull this stuff, that you're going to see mass exodus. You thought you had exodus now. You thought people were leaving the app. Now you will see mass exodus. People will go insane. And then the other thing is, the only other way, if you weren't to give Apple full purchasing power to make all these features accessible, the only other way would be to say that they're not NFTs. And in that case, they would have to transfer everything back to Vivi, and then they would own all your stuff. And I don't think that would go well either.
No, they won't do that.
What do they do here?
They won't do that. I think that, okay, that's the bad news, right? The bad news is that worst case scenario, like Vivi's gonna have to take away their AR functionality, and then like what are you left with? That's the only utility you left.
Can't add features.
Hope you can't add features. You can't add utility. It's hope of the future. But on the flip side, the benefit is that they currently today have a web platform that they probably could transition to and leave and actually take away functionality from the app and add functionality to the web platform. I'm not sure of other NFT providers out there that might have only a web app. At one point, this would have been even worse if Vivi. This is before web. Remember, we were saying when web app. When we were saying when web platform.
It's true.
Thankfully, this happened when it came, because if it wasn't here, they might have been in big trouble. If it does crash collectible prices, long term, if you think about all the compatibility that's going to happen in a Viviverse, in a metaverse. Long-term wise, I mean, the app, forget the app, like the collectible should still do well. It doesn't really change the fundamental reason why people are investing in Vivi for the long term, but it changes the short-term inflow of money, because I think it's going to be a lot harder to attract people if you have if you have an app on the App Store that doesn't even give you the AR functionality. At this point now, you're just as good as anyone else. Maybe if they can give the web platform the ability to use AR, you can circumvent that. But
the thing is, you can't even point people towards the web app to get to the features. So you're not even allowed to tell people from the phone. And I don't know about you, but I go for every drop on my phone.
Me too. Me too.
I use the augmented reality feature. So now you're taking away, I guess you could still probably go for drops on the phone because you're paying through Apple gems or whatever if you go over. But how do they prove now that all the gems you bought are from the app? Like, is that going to become an issue?
I don't know.
Like every dollar spent has to be spent and purchased through Apple. This opened up a big can of worms that I'm sure that we don't want, nobody here wants. But I'm having a little bit of faith here that maybe Vivi's had seen this coming. I mean, they're usually ahead of the game in this type of stuff, looking ahead. But I mean, it could be that Apple just dropped a bombshell nobody expected. They're trying to take sole proprietorship. I guess it is. But like the other thing is, okay, you go back to the web platform and then you wait for the glasses to come out so that you can use them in the Viviverse. What if Apple, and it's very highly likely, what if Apple is the glasses place like the iPhone?
Yeah,
Like the
and they
iPhone
have
is
restrictions.
predominantly, like I know there's a lot of Android users, but like that iPhone is iPhone, and then Android is a bunch of different companies.
Remember, there was a lot of speculation that David used tight with guys at Apple, so maybe he's part of that closed ecosystem with those glasses. I don't know. I mean, they got some big names.
If they have some kind of an Apple deal, right?
Remember that?
That's like the opposite news. That's like the best news possible, because then they become even more limited, even more. You can only do this on Vivi. Like that's the hope. If they have that in place, if they have the infrastructure in place, if they've talked to the right people on their setup, and calling it digital collectibles is enough for Apple. Like maybe this is just to get rid of the scammy stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if they have their stuff in place, and then and Vivi's good, and any new person coming in has a lot more hurdles to jump over, this could be really good news.
Yeah.
So it's really important that we hear from the owners and that they address it, and that they say something like, guys, don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Everything's status quo. You're still going to be able to look at your collectibles in AR. Also, we don't have a date. Like, I know Apple changed the terms of services. Does that mean tomorrow AR goes away if they don't have this stuff in place? Like, what happens?
I have no clue. And you made a good point. I mean, I still think that at this point, we are trying to wrap our heads around this. We want to hear from you too below. How do you interpret this? Are we like making this a bigger deal than it needs to be? Like that we think this is a bombshell because we've been saying for a long time that the utility that Vivi offers is very, very attractive. Like you have this amazing IP with the AR functionality. Now that's gone. So now you just have the amazing IP, which could eventually be replicated. We don't know about the Viviverse. We don't know about the future plans. Like what you were saying with Apple and the glasses, maybe Vivi, David Yu is tight with them. We don't know all these things. I think most people on this app are here for the long term at this point. A lot of the people have left that don't want to be here anymore because of the short-term issues of the bear market. But long-term, it really doesn't change much. It's still great IP that's early, that's a collectible, that could do well in the future kind of metaverse. But I don't know, in the near term, in a way, it's bad if you're somebody who's, who needs to sell out. Prices might tank more. On the flip side, it's great because if you're pro Vivi in the future and you're right, you might just get even better deals than they are right now. Someone made a comment, have we hit the bottom? I'm like, don't ever assume we hit the bottom. Something like this can, I think, drag it even further down. So I want to hear from the superstars. Are we missing something here? Or do you have the same urgency of concern like we do? If you do, let us know your thoughts below.
What does this do for interoperability? What is it? That's the thing I'm looking about too. Like everybody's calling for interoperability. Thank God it's not there, because I think that would have given them even more issues, because that's like even more NFT-ish and more ownership for the user. And Vivi and Apple seems like they want complete control of anything to do with NFT. So if you got NFT on your Apple phone, they want to make sure that they're benefiting.
Well, that's a whole other situation. And I remember the last video we made, like, how exactly do you do interoperability? We're on Immutable X, we have our wallet, but how do you restrict access to some and not others? I'm not techie. I don't really know how they would do it, because they're saying maybe Disney and DC are like, no, I don't want my stuff interoperable. Then you got Ron English who's like, make it interoperable, but then everything's on Immutable X. And then how do they restrict it? There must be ways and things they can put into to prevent it. I'm not sure. But then that further complicates it from the legal side with Apple and the app, because some of them are now going to be interoperable. Some of them are, I don't know.
Legal
we need
Dave,
Vivi to tell us.
Legal Dave, you got lots of work.
Where's Legal Dave? We need Legal Dave. Somebody
Legal Dave, come on the channel, explain it to us, all right?
Just come on the channel, explain this. We have all these questions now. And all the superstars out there, help us, because when you have, like, it's the mind of the masses.
Yeah.
Your comments,
you guys know
below,
more. You know more than us.
Your comments below are going to help, get those creative juices flowing. We're going to share ideas, and maybe we'll get closer and closer to the truth and figure this out. And we will look forward to Vivi. So, Joe, any last thoughts?
No, I think that's it. I just want to know what's happening. How's it going? If we're completely off base, overreacting, we'll definitely make a follow-up video and explain what we do learn from you guys and from whoever else put stuff out. Like, this is fresh. This is hot off the presses 2 hours ago that the article came out. And it's been covered by a bunch of places, Apple Insider, some big companies. So it's I don't know what to think. I want to hear from you guys. So that's all I gotta say.
Okay, let us know. Has Apple made their app store an impossible landscape now for any kind of NFT apps like Vivi? So if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar fam, and hit the bell notification button so you get every single day our videos. What is going to hit us next? Today was a bombshell. We didn't see it coming. Hit that bell button so that you stay up to date. Also, Superstar VIP $2.99 a month. You can get our star beside your name in the YouTube comments. You get our buys and sells. You get access to our spreadsheets. You get a raffle to win a star in the universe. Thank you to all our supporters. We appreciate you. Thank you to all our superstars. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.